This I'm going to show you how to use a line grapher. So here's an example. First, you begin by typing the equation of a line into the box. So for example, like 2x plus 4y equals, say, 6. You hit enter. And notice that it plots the line for you. Now, if you need to move this, it's pretty easy. Basically, put your mouse there, left click, and then you can pull it up and down. If you want, take a look. You can, for example, disable the line. You can disable each of the pieces. Let's go through them. So imagine I input 2x plus 4y equals 6. First, I want to show the x-intercept. So I click on x-intercept. It gives me a point along the x-axis, and then x equals 3. I click y-intercept. Tells me the value of the y-intercept, and it gives me a blue point along the y-axis. Then I click on a line, and it draws the line through them in that sequence. Here, the second equation, take a look. I input 2x plus 4y equals 6. This second equation right here that says x plus 2y equals 3, that's a simplified version of this one. This might be helpful, for example, if you have fractions. Take a look. If you input a half as the coefficient on y and you hit enter, you see that? And then you move this back. In this equation, it says now 2x plus 0.5y equals 6. So it takes a fraction and converts it, for example, to a decimal. Now, another thing that you can do in this program, because there's a problem right now. You see, for example, you cannot see the y-intercept. So what you can do is just zoom out. That means you scroll the wheel towards yourself. That usually means you're zooming out like that, you see? And then if you're going to scroll the wheel away from yourself, then that means you're zooming in. And then when you left press, then you can move it into view as needed. You can also over here on the left side show y equals mx plus b. That form, click on that, and it tells you y equals negative 4x plus 12. So it'll take the original equation and then solve it for you in terms of y. So y is the variable by itself, and then an expression with the x is on the right side. And remember that the negative 4 is the slope and the 12 is the y-intercept in this context. Also, sometimes it might happen. Take a look, for example. I'm going to imagine that the coefficient on y is a small value like 1/10, and I hit enter. And now the problem is you can't see the y-intercept because it's all the way off the screen seemingly, right? So what you could do is you could zoom in. Or the other option is click up here on the toolbar, right here on the 4 arrows, and you see where it says Move Graphics Window. Select that, put your mouse over the vertical axis until you see a double-ended arrow appear, and then left press and then pull down. And it's going to rescale it for you, you see, nicely, so that you can see both of these. So these are some of the major features of this program. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.